Welcome to Blue Heron Homestead. Tonight we are going to have tacos for dinner, and I want to make sure that I have some flour tortillas made up for us. I do try to make them from scratch most of the times. I'm telling you, if you do this, it's so much better than store-bought. Plus, you control what goes in them yourself. I have all my favorite bread recipes wrote down, and I just tape them on this inside the store right here. And so it just makes it easy for me whenever I make sandwich spread or whatever. So on that note, I have 3 cups of all-purpose organic unbleached flour. I buy my flour from Costco, but wherever it's fine, so 3 cups of flour. Then I'm going to take a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt and add that in there. And then I'm going to use my little dough whisk here, stir that around. Okay, really good and get that incorporated. We want some warm water. So we're going to kind of make like a wheel on the bottom of this, and we're going to put a 1/3 cup of avocado oil. You just need any form of oil, but we typically put with avocado or olive oil. Sometimes I'll use coconut oil for baking, but typically, like I said, it's avocado or olive oil. So we're going to do a 1/3 cup of avocado oil. Okay. Then we're going to do a cup of warm water. Pour that in, and then I'm going to stir it around with my whisk here. And I will link, or not link, I'm going to write out this recipe, the measurements for this recipe down below in the description box. It's not my original recipe, I got it offline. So I will tell you guys who I got it from and also write the measurements. So this is where you just want to get your hands in there. Any kind of dough you have to knead. And so we want to get our hands in there and just knead this bread, this dough. And you're supposed to knead it for like a couple of minutes or something. So, I mean, you want to get it where it forms a nice ball. So here's the deal. When I'm kneading, I just take it, I roll it over like this, and I press it in with the palm of my hand. And I'm just going to do this over and over again, just making this turning motion with my hand. And the dough, excuse me, the ball of dough. Cannot talk, y'all. Okay, and as you see, it's starting to come together, and I'm going to do this just for a couple minutes. I've been trying to make breads now. I go off and on, and honestly, I do better with making homemade stuff in the fall and winter than I do in the summer. In the summer, I'm all about some store-bought bread because it's just more, we're on the go more, and we're doing more things. And so, you know, I am not above buying some sourdough bread from Aldi. Okay, but you know, when we're home more in the fall and winter, when school's in, you know, I'm more prone to making my own. The only thing I have not mastered yet is hot dog buns. So if you have a good recipe and you know what you're doing, please tell me in the comments, because I would love to be able to make hot dog buns. We don't eat a lot of hot dogs, but it would be good to have when we do eat them. So as you can see, I've got this dough. It's really, really incorporated well. And I'm going to just knead it one more time or so. Now, what you want to do, I'm actually going to stick this dough in the fridge because it's too early right now. It's 11 o'clock, but this is for dinner tonight. And then before dinner, I will bring it out probably 30 minutes to an hour before dinner and just let it sit on the counter. And so I will do that. And then what you want to do is, but if like you were going to make them right now, you still you cover it, let it sit on the counter for 30 minutes. And then what you'll do, that lets the dough rest. And then you'll pinch off little balls of it, and you'll actually cook it on your cast iron skillet with some oil and just flip them over. It does not take long, and they are delicious. And when you get through cooking them, as you cook them, cover them up with like a paper towel or something like that. So that way to keep the moisture. You don't want it to dry out. But they are super delicious. I actually made some this morning earlier too. This has been in the fridge. And so, yeah. So I'm going to make double tonight, and then I'll freeze some. And they freeze anywhere from 3 to 6 months. I would probably go 3 to 4 months. So honestly, I feel like 6 months would be a little too long for this. But anyways, yeah. So that's our recipe. Like I said, the description will be, I will put the measurements and everything in the description below. Y'all have a good day. Thanks.